No, it's not dirty clickbait. It's true. I found the worst product placement in a film of all time. It's in Haunted Mansion, coming soon to Disney Plus. And no, I'm not talking about the fact that it's based on a ride. Like okay, Pirates, we've done that. Barbie, okay. No, this is the clearly worst and most obnoxious product placement in the history of cinema.
Little dragon's blood or yerba santa, what are we talking about?
Sage from Costco.
The only thing available to us is this French vanilla Yankee candle.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to cancel my subscription to Amazon, so...
Please, hold hands.
Why are you hanging on? If you have a message that you'd like to leave us, or greeting of sorts, here's a pen and pad that I purchased from CVS.
Atomic pumpkin, made with real atoms. The film Haunted Mansion is quite spooky. I believe it is haunted. It is a haunted film. It's haunted by capitalism. Which is really the spookiest thing we got going. It's pretty spooky. John Smith talked about an invisible hand, and that invisible hand goes right for the throat when you're falling asleep, all right? That's the spooky hand theory. It's based on Tinkerbell or something. Oh, okay. Then there are product placements where it's like, I was at the store, and you know what they didn't have? This particular beer I wanted. So I had to go to a different store and get this one. You're like, okay, we're gonna make a whole bit about it. Haunted Mansion has about 8 of those.
Tater tots. No, those are my jalapeno poppers.
Look a lot like tots to me.
And then Haunted Mansion has a particular product placement that is the worst of all time. I guess I'm probably just gonna build to that forever and ever before I get there. No.
Then one day she decided she was gonna go get some tater tots. She liked the tater tots. She asked me to go with her. I couldn't do it because I was frustrated. I had so much work. And not right now, I'm doing something, and she left. Apparently, she stopped off to get some ice cream, a little Baskin Robbins. She got into an accident, and about 20 minutes later, she was gone, and that's why I put all my time and energy dedicated to finishing the camera, because I just wanted to see her one more time. She died alone.
We're doing a dramatic speech, a dramatic scene, a dramatic moment. How did my wife die? She went to Baskin Robbins? Like, what the fuck? You want to come over to my place and talk? You want to share a brewski? How about this brewski? This was so fucking obnoxious. I didn't go in knowing that there would be all this product placement or having read the articles that started popping up. It was just so obvious and obnoxious. I noticed it right away. Opening sequence, just like, oh, these characters are moving into a haunted house. How do they do that? Well, they drive their U-Haul through here, and then they drive their U-Haul through here, and then they drive their U-Haul. It's like, it's just a fucking U-Haul commercial. I noticed that right away in the credits before the movie's even really started. Product placement is that obvious. All right, so Lakeith Stanfield plays an astrophysicist who develops a quantum lens.
I'm currently working on a formula to map dark matter by combining the structures we already have in place with what we're learning from quantum mechanics, and it's really quite complicated.
That can see ghosts. So he has a Pentax camera that can see ghosts. He does nothing with this technology, probably because his lady, the love of his life, she dies off screen. And then he doesn't use his ghost camera, and he's just a tour guide of like haunted places, even though he like doesn't believe in ghosts.
Isn't this building supposed to be haunted?
I will show you things and I will talk about them. No ghost stories.
But he's the one who developed the ghost camera. There's this like, wait, he's the skeptic, but then he also developed the ghost camera? What?
Ghosts don't exist. Life is dirt. We're all dirt.
Family moves into a haunted house. They hire him, come take photos of, figure out this haunting situation. So he brings his ghost camera, and it's like, okay, so here's the thing of the movie is we've got a special camera that can see ghosts, and there's like one sequence where he takes pictures of ghosts. And then after that, the ghosts are just visible to the naked eye like all the time. And he puts in like security cameras, and they're watching security cameras. Like, did he make 40 more quantum lenses that don't look like the giant one that's on his camera? I don't know. So basically there's like one sequence where it's like, ooh, special camera, never again matters. And then it's like, oh, there's the ghost. So neat. Could it be that we went for this special ghost camera so we could get a bunch of close-ups of his Pentax camera with the Fujifilm app he's using on his smartphone as a monitor? Anyway, so at the beginning, there's like a cat hanging around his house.
What? Why do you have a cat?
This in yours?
No.
Later, we discover his dead wife, girlfriend, whatever, the love of his life. She's dead, right? We discover that she loved Burger King's tater tots.
Tater tots. It's a ghost wink.
We got tater tots, even though we didn't order them.
And you will be with your beloved Alyssa. Because in this realm, you have no one.
And then at the very end, he goes home, and the cat is hanging around his house again. It's not his cat, but it wants it in his house. I'm like, what?
Hey there. How you doing? So pretty. What's your name?
I leaned over to Erin and I was like, he's gonna fuck that cat. And she laughed out loud, and it disturbed everyone in the theater's viewing experience, all 4 other people that were there. Anyway, so forever I'm gonna think of this movie as the one where at the end he's gonna fuck the cat. Did Blake Snyder write a book about that one? Fuck the cat? Sometimes when I'm feeling frisky, I get gin. And this is Antarctic gin, which I don't know if you know this, but as Antarctica melts, it's made of gin, and we can bottle it and we can drink that gin. So this is gin made out of Antarctica. I made a montage. Hit it, Johnny.
Tater tots.
Those are my jalapeno poppers.
Well, I found this place on Zillow.
Gets a very solid Yelp score.
Sage from Costco.
French vanilla Yankee candle.
Cancel my subscription to Amazon.
Now, there is something very special that I can do. It's quite extraordinary. Let's talk about what really is ridiculous.
Come on, we're all on the same team here. So this is how a genius is.
Hey there! It's Ben, right?
Okay.
Back on Deadliest Catch.
The storm finally got done blowing here.
Okay, well, that's my son. We sleep in here. For some reason, it's just safer.
This is our world and beyond.
Alistair Crump. Tycoon Addison Crump. A cruel father.
Yeah, I try to get a read on the ghosts, but it's hard because they just won't stop moving.
Get to know.
Yeah.
See that you're busy.
And Vic do dinner theater as well.
Oh, God. Do you mind waiting in the car while we go get your mansion back so that you may not haunt us for eternity?
Eat up. Happy hour ends at 6. One more time.
Apparently, she stopped off to get some ice cream at a little Baskin Robbins. She got into an accident, and about 20 minutes later, she was gone. And
If you have a message that you'd like to leave us, or greeting of sorts, here's a pen and pad that I purchased from CVS.
Hey.
The love of my life. She died because she wanted to go to Baskin Robbins, and we went, and she got this new flavor that they had at Baskin Robbins called Pirate Booty, and it turns out that the treasure inside was salmonella, and so she pooped. She wouldn't stop pooping, and I had to take her to the hospital. It became clear that she wasn't gonna make it. She was drying out from the inside because of the Baskin Robbins. I tried to distract her. I brought Marvel Monopoly. We tried to play it, but her poop got on the pieces and it was too slippery. It's so slippery. So slippery. So it was very difficult, though not impossible, to play Marvel Monopoly like that. And then I wanted to capture some final moments to commit them, you know, to have this forever. And I got my Pentax camera and I put my smartphone, attached it using the Fujifilm app so I could use the screen as a monitor to make sure it was a good shot, well composed, you know, it looked crisp, it was in focus. And the last thing she saw, she laid there dying from her Baskin Robbins, watching me fuck with the settings, because I couldn't get the settings right and I was messing with the settings. So I didn't actually see the moment she lost consciousness. I didn't see it with my eyes. I was looking at a menu of settings right here, and I couldn't get the settings. I couldn't get the settings on my Fujifilm app connected to my Pentax camera. And after she died, I went home and I drank a 5th of Tito's handmade vodka. And I tried to give myself a Tito's handmade, if you know what I mean. And I was crying so much. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get a good grip because of the tears. And so then I reached for some Zatarans and I sprinkled that on, and that gave me some grit to work with. And I powered through. I did it. I powered through. And then one day a stray dog showed up and it had a name tag that said Baskin Robbins. And I knew that my wife, my dead wife, was inhabiting this stray dog. And so I knew that she wanted to do it doggy style just one last time. So we did it doggy style. And I took a video of it on my Apple iPhone. And even though, you know, that stray dog is gone forever, I can always remember my wife and me doing it doggy style, because I have that video on my iWatch, so I can watch it on my iWatch. And when I hook up with hot MILFs that I meet on Zillow, I have the doggy style video on my iWatch, and so I can watch that while we have sex. And they don't know because they can't see the iWatch. One particular MILF, she noticed and was not happy, and she threw a Yankee Candle at my head, and it was the worst because I had to stab her with the knife that I bought on Amazon.com with Prime 2-day delivery. I had to clean up the blood. I surely would have gone to prison if they had seen the blood, so I had to clean it up. So I went to CVS and I bought supplies to clean. And because my wife makes more money than me, my dead wife made more money than me, I needed money. So I went and got a job as a crab fisherman featured on the show Deadliest Catch. And let me tell you, the sea is a harsh mistress. And I made some great friends on those crab fishing boats. And one of them died. He was eaten by crabs. Ironically, they're pubic crabs he caught in Vegas, not off of the coast of Alaska. And I find that is ironic based on my interpretation of the Alanis Morissette song Ironic, trademark Sony music, which I sometimes listen to on Amazon's music streaming service. So anyway, that's all I have to say about my dead wife who died eating Baskin Robbins. Little black child who has a deadbeat dad that we assume is a deadbeat dad, who's definitely not actually dead, and it's a twist that he's a dead dad and not a stereotypical deadbeat dad. Anyway, little black kid. How's your dad? Let's talk about your deadbeat dad situation. Do you miss your deadbeat dad?
Travis, don't you miss me?
You know, when I'm feeling lonely, you know what I do? I go to Costco so I can buy a Costco amount of alcohol. Haunted Mansion was more expensive to make than Oppenheimer or Barbie. I don't know how. What were they spending the money on? The like okay-ish CGI? I'm sure they made a lot of that money back from product placement, which then makes me think, wait, so if you are saying the movie cost like $150 million to make, but it looks like it cost $20 million to make, but then you made $100 million in product placement. This is a money laundering scheme. This film is a money laundering scheme. Why is this movie 2 hours long? Who is this for? This is a Disney ride for 8 to 12-year-olds, and then the parents can like kind of enjoy it too, a little bit if they're drunk. And it's over 2 hours long. So what are you doing? Why would you do that? I have a theory, and the theory is they had to cram in so much product placement that that's like 40 minutes of runtime right there. And it was like, oh, the script got full crap.
Eat up. Happy hour ends at 6. One more time.
One more time. Open.
Why the fuck did this movie come out in the summer? And the answer to that clickbait question many articles have written and asked is that Disney Plus, they want you to sign up for Disney Plus. So we put out a movie, a real film in the theater, and you didn't go see it because who wants to go see a haunted house movie in July up against Barbenheimer? So yeah, did poorly. Anyway, now it's October and they're like, hey, streaming on Disney Plus, a real film. And that was in the theater. It's not some straight to TV bullshit just to put on Disney Plus. This is like a real movie.
Eat up. Happy hour ends at 6. One more time.
You know, this month of Disney Plus you're gonna pay for, it's dollars. This is like a deal because you could have paid that much to go see one movie. So here you go. So they're just trying to get you to sign for Disney Plus. That's why it came out in the summer. So stop asking this stupid question. There's a million fucking articles. Here's why you do it. You get 40 articles a day written about why'd they release this in the summer? Are they idiots? And then it's like, no, they're just trying to drum up business for Disney Plus. Obviously. Stop writing this article. Speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, that fine film series, this is pirate rum. I assume spelled wrong because they couldn't get the rights to the word pirate. There's a little Danny DeVito monkey Buddha thing on here. I don't know what that's about. In this shot glass I just happen to have sitting here, which is given, I purchased for many dollars, and I'm very happy with the purchase I made, which was from truthdump.gov, which is where the real news comes from. So anyway, what's up with you guys? You guys got any comments to leave down there? Maybe leave a comment down there on what's your favorite way to drink pirate rum, or leave a comment talking about your favorite dumps of truth. You know, we're just having a casual chat. Let me tell you, the sea is a harsh mistress. Let me tell you, the sea is a harsh mistress.